Welcome to a brand new week of the Car and Bike Show here on NDTV. I am Siddharth Vinayak Partnkar, welcoming you from home because, of course, last few weeks we've gone back to our work from home protocol. Now, it's something that we've been requesting everyone to do, and certainly if you don't really need to step out and you can manage from home, well, it's a huge request to you as well. Given what's happening in our country, we all have to do our bit. Please stay home, please work from home, please mask up and take this very, very seriously. So at the top of the show, I hope you and your loved ones are doing well and keeping safe. Alright, but the good news is that here on CNB, our big objective is always to excite you with the latest from the world of wheels. So we will be still doing that, and we'll continue to bring you fresh content. Today we start with the Triumph Trident 660. It's a very exciting bike. Not only does it become the lowest entry price for Triumph in India, it also gets into a segment where Triumph did not have a product, and so it is looking like an entry roadster, priced quite well. It has two rivals. There's lots to talk about. Here's the review.
It's compact, muscular and sporty, and the overall styling and stance certainly looks nice. The Trident 660 is the entry-level Triumph Roadster, and it's also the entry point into the Triumph brand. It's positioned as the ideal first big bike to upgrade to for new and inexperienced riders, and also for those born-again bikers looking to get back into motorcycling. The shape is typical Triumph Roadster. Muscular fuel tank, sharp but minimalistic tail section, and a chiseled, sporty stance. The styling is a blend of Triumph's heritage looks with modern touches, but certainly boasts of high quality finish that all Triumph bikes are known for. There's a round headlight, but it's LED, as is the tail light and indicators, which are self-cancelling. The 17-inch wheels are shod with sticky Michelin Road 5 tires, and braking is standard ABS. The instrument console is round, but is a full color TFT console, which allows you to toggle through the bike's electronics. Not very high tech, but it has the basic road and rain modes, dual channel ABS and switchable traction control.
So if you've been riding a 250cc motorcycle and you think now it's time for an upgrade, something more premium with more punch and more performance, you have the all-new Triumph Trident 660. For reference, it's a light compact package, weighs less than a Royal Enfield Classic 350, but it's got a 3-cylinder engine and 4 times the performance of a Royal Enfield. Of course, it's a different bike. Let's see how it goes.
Straight away, the Trident 660 comes across as a friendly package. Its compact size and low curb weight makes it feel immediately likable. But once you work the throttle and work the slick shifting gearbox, you will be rewarded with pure enjoyment. The triple engine builds revs quickly and revs freely to the rev limit, and it's built new from the ground up. There's ample pull to potter around in slow speeds and just a downshift or two, and you can accelerate reasonably quickly. That's because the torque is spread out over the rev range, making the Trident a responsive machine, with some go just a downshift away. It's fast but never going to scare you. New riders will enjoy its performance, and even experienced riders will be entertained by its flexible performance. The steering is accurate, and the steel tube chassis with a somewhat budget non-adjustable Showa suspension is perfectly tuned for superb handling.
80 bhp of power, 64 Nm of torque is all the power that you really need on a 189 kg motorcycle. The Triumph triple cylinder engine is absolutely brilliant. For even new and inexperienced riders, it's got enough power to keep you entertained, but not so much power that it'll scare you. But if you want to explore its performance, more than enough. All the bike that you really need. Absolutely brilliant package.
Available in two variants, the Triumph Trident 660 is priced at under 7 lakh rupees. Optional extras are many and include the My Triumph connectivity system, which offers turn-by-turn navigation and GoPro control, as well as a quick shifter, but will jack up the price by another 50,000 or so. Even at the base price, the Trident 660 is super value. And the biggest takeaway is that Triumph has nailed it to make an engaging and compact motorcycle that just screams fun at every twist of the throttle.
From the new Triumph, we go to the new Volkswagen, the Taigun. It's almost ready for launch and there is so much anticipation around it. It steps into the compact SUV segment in just a few days' time, but we do have a little bit of a preview for you now.
So this is a Taigun. We've seen this car before in the concept form, and this is going to be the third of the 4 SUVs that will come from Volkswagen to India this year. We know about the T-Roc and the Tiguan Allspace. This is the Taigun. It will come in the compact SUV space, will take on the likes of cars like the Hyundai Creta and the Kia Seltos. So a lot of SUV cues as you would expect from this car, this chrome laden grille, and you see this new Volkswagen logo as well on the car. Skid plates down below, use of piano black as well, and this color really stands out. Up here, LED headlamps, and if you go behind the car, you will see those lovely looking LED tail lamps that are connected by that long LED bar. They look really nice. Now this car has the longest wheelbase in the segment, and again a lot of SUV cues here. So cladding on the wheel arches, cladding down below, and of course roof rails as well. So overall an appealing exterior on the Volkswagen Taigun, something that will help the car in taking on other cars in the segment. On to the engines now on the Volkswagen Taigun. So 2 petrol TSI engines to choose from, 1 litre TSI and 1.5 litre TSI. 113 brake horsepower on the 1 litre engine, 148 brake horsepower on the 1.5 litre engine, and a lot of gearbox options as well to choose from. So the 1 litre will come with a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed automatic. The 1.5 litre will come with a 6-speed manual and DSG gearbox options as well. And if you see here, this one is the GT version of the car, which means you're getting that also with this car. For the timing, it's only coming with DSG, but Volkswagen says a manual also will come in the GT variant on the Taigun. Since this is the GT variant, you will see a lot of differences as well on this car. So red brake calipers you just saw inside as well. In terms of ambient lighting, you will see some differentiation in the GT. And overall too, in the cabin, this is a feature-rich offering that Volkswagen is giving you. So a big 10-inch touchscreen system, virtual cockpit, ambient lighting as I said. So a lot of features to look forward to. We can show them to you after some time. Right now we cannot show them to you. But yes, the brand is promising a feature-rich cabin on the VW Taigun. So the launch, very importantly, I said one of the 4 SUVs for the brand in India this year. So this one will come very importantly at the onset of the festive season. That is when a lot of brands launch new cars in the market. So before Diwali, we can expect the Taigun to hit the Indian roads.
The Trident and the Taigun, 2 vehicles to excite you. You've got to react to both of them, and you know how you can do that. You can reach us on our Twitter handle, or you can reach out to me on Twitter. And remember, all the details are on carandbike.com. Let's take a break. We come back with a new Mercedes. Welcome back to CNB. It's time to take a look at the Mercedes E350D. Now, this is the range topper on the long wheelbase E-Class, the one that's pretty much owned that segment for some time now. The car in question uses a very sexy AMG trim, and it is, of course, the facelift that was expected in the mid-cycle of this very successful model from Mercedes-Benz.
The Mercedes-Benz E-Class has been around in India for almost 3 decades, and having sold more than 46,000 units of the car in the country during this time, it is the largest selling luxury car in the country. A facelift of the E-Class has just arrived in India, a little ahead of schedule, and it continues to be in the long wheelbase form. For the first time, Mercedes has introduced a sporty looking AMG line on the E-Class, and that is exactly what you see here. Now this one gets a diamond studded chrome pattern grille along with this big horizontal slat running across it. Other variants get 2 of these chrome slats, but vertical slats there do not get chrome. This one also gets AMG specific bumpers, and even otherwise other variants also get refreshed bumpers on the new E-Class. The hood is also raised, but the big highlight on the front are these new LED headlamps. You get a single LED DRL here instead of the dual DRLs seen earlier. But these 2 spots you see here will give the E-Class a distinct identity. Let's come towards the profile of the car now. And this is the top of the line E350D. And this one gets 18-inch AMG alloy wheels. Other variants get 17-inch wheels. Now this is the longest car in the segment, the longest wheelbase in the segment. More than 5 meters long, wheelbase is more than 3 meters. So that's how big this is. Look at this quarter glass, reminds you of the luxurious Mercedes Maybach. So a lot of you sitting on the second row will like that. A big change on the rear as well are these new LED tail lamps, and now they've been split into 2. The AMG line also gets sporty side skirts and an illuminated door seal panel. In all, there are 6 color options, and the one you see here is obsidian black. The cabin of the facelift also gets its fair share of changes. The plush Artico leather dashboard and open pore wood trims at the front and rear really stand out. The dash has gone through quite a makeover. The big change are these 2 12.3-inch screens. One is the instrument cluster, other one is the touchscreen infotainment system. The E-Class now also gets the Mercedes-Benz User Experience System, or MBUX, that we've seen on some other cars from the brand earlier in the country. It gives you a host of connectivity options, and you can never get tired of talking to it. I also like these new capacitive touch controls on the steering wheel. Really good to use, high quality as well. And finally, this new upholstery option. The trapeze blue with beige really gives the E-Class a distinct identity, but this one you'll only get on this most expensive E350D. Some standard luxury features on the sedan include a 590 watt Burmester surround sound system, a panoramic sunroof, and 3-zone climate control. So the E-Class long wheelbase gives you a lot of space, and most of you who will buy the car will spend time here on the second row. So there is a lot of space, but if you want more, just use the chauffeur package, press the button here and push the front seat forward to get even more space. The second row seat also can be reclined, so that's good, by a good 37 degrees, so you get more comfort sitting here. You have a tablet here to control a lot of functions in the MBUX system, and you also get a wireless charger on the second row. And the good thing is that both these features are standard across all the variants. And you get a lot of Type-C charging points here. I've counted at least 5 only on the second row. The E-Class has always guaranteed a plush ride, and we expect more from this one. This 350D also exclusively gets the air body control suspension system. Now what that means is that all the 4 wheels get different adjustments for suspension depending on the road conditions. It is pretty quick to respond to the kind of surfaces the car is driving on. What it also does is that it increases the ground clearance by a good 25 millimeters when there's a need to do that. And at higher speeds, the height is lowered automatically to give you better dynamics and better stability on the car. This might be a diesel, but the NVH levels are right up there. A comfortable and silent ride is what awaits you if you decide to buy the new E-Class. Engine options on the E-Class remain the same as before, so 1 petrol and 2 diesel engines to choose from. And I am driving the most powerful of the lot, the 3-litre 6-cylinder diesel on this top-of-the-line E350D. This one gives you a maximum power of 282 bhp and a peak torque figure of 600 Newton meters, and that kicks in really early at 1200 RPM. So it just gives you a lot of drivability. It's also the fastest amongst all the variants, reaches the speeds of 100 km per hour from 0 in only 6.1 seconds. The 4-cylinder E200 petrol gives 194 bhp and 320 Nm, while the 220D delivers 191 bhp and 400 Newton meters. In terms of safety, the E-Class gets active brake assist, active bonnet for pedestrian protection, and 7 airbags including a knee airbag. Prices start at 63.6 lakh rupees for the petrol and go up to 80.9 lakh rupees for this E350D AMG line. That's just a marginal increase on some variants, while a few have actually become cheaper by around 50,000 rupees. Traditional rivals for the E-Class include the BMW 5 Series, the Audi A6 and the Volvo S90. All these start at a price that is lower than the E-Class, but this one is not India's highest selling luxury car for nothing and looks set to continue their dominance.
Well, that's about it. We have run out of time, but you've got to react to everything that you've seen. I already said that. And remember that anything you'd like to see, you've got to tell us about it too. Reach out to me at Sid Partankar on Twitter. Please stay safe. Please mask up. Please don't step out unless you have to. And if you must, well, of course, wear your helmets and seat belts. Bye-bye from me.